Welcome back to the PSN Commanders Network. This is your boy Tone, aka Tech, and we're back with another video. If I get to glory to God, for God, I would not represent right now who God's will big doors and pay way for all the people in the Lord's name. Pray, man. Today's video, we're here about the Washington Commanders. And if I get too far into it, let's get a quick verse of the day and quick little mini story time too. Because if I stutter or anything during this video, man, just let you know I'm not in the best of spirits today. I had a pretty crazy night last night for the league like that, and it led to me getting snuck by somebody that thought I was his op. Uh, yeah, I had this nasty scar on my leg. Like it's been a weird 24 hours. But a quick verse today, 1 John 4:9, it does state, "This is how God showed His love among us. He sent His one only Son into the world that we might live through Him." So the reason why Jesus was sent here to show that God does love us. He cares about us, and He wants us to be successful spiritually, first and foremost, to take that narrow path, mentally, physically, all those things. But we must trust the Lord and trust His Father, which is the Holy God Himself. So, yeah, that's how much He loved us. He sent His only Son, so we might be able to live through His Son. So, if you want to skip to the 125 mark, let's get right into the content. So, whew, Washington Commanders are making a lot of really good hires in the front office. Let's start with David Blackburn, uh, plucking from the Ravens flock, as people want to say. But David Blackburn is the latest impressive addition to the Commanders front office, a 2021 BART list honoree. Blackburn spent 17 seasons in the highly regarded Ravens front office, where he was the director of college scouting in 2023. He'll be the new director of player personnel here in Washington. So, first of all, 17 seasons with an organization, that means you were doing a great job, first and foremost. Secondly, you are a BART list honoree. That's huge. And he was the director of college scouting. So, that's really huge for the draft. And now he'll be director of player personnel here. So, that's a huge hire. I love this. Like fucking any of those Ravens front office guys is a huge win. We saw how good the Ravens are. Ravens are always good. And when they're not good, they're not bad for long. Like, we the Ravens went 5-11 one year, and the next year they were like 10-6 or something. Like, they never are bad for long. If they are struggling, they go 8-8. It's a bad year for them. Or an 8-9 now with 17 games. A bad year for them is 10-7. Like, they're always good. So playing a guy from the Ravens staff is huge. I love that for Washington. That's a huge, huge get if you are a Commanders fan or Commanders front office guy. Adam Peters is bringing a super team to the front office. Shout out to WSH on the Daily Fits. Go follow him on Instagram, by the way. WSH on the Daily. Go follow him on the gram. The best Instagram page for Washington Commanders content and news. Commanders are making another hire in the front office. This is Brandon Sosna as their senior vice president of football operations. Sosna spent the last 2 seasons with the Lions as their senior director of football administration, overseeing the Lions strategic planning, salary cap management, and serving as a chief contact negotiator. Okay, so this is an interesting hire. So this guy's going to handle the cap. He's going to also handle negotiation between players and free agency to make sure we get the best deal possible for us and also for the player, and strategic planning. So planning years ahead of time and staying ahead of schedule. Making sure that we're always playing for 2026, 2027, 2028, not just 2024, or just 2025. You know what I'm saying? So that's huge. I love this hire. The Lions have signed a ton of good contracts lately. I think the Jared Goff one was a little OD, but outside of that one, keeping Amon-Ra St. Brown on a long-term deal was huge. Keeping around Jared Goff was huge as well. Don't get me wrong. The free agent signings they've made over the last few years, signing David Montgomery was huge. Keeping their offensive line intact. What else? I think it kept Glasgow. That was huge. Cam Sutton was a huge get before he did his foolishness. So they're really good at signing free agents, and signing the correct free agents for their fit. So this is a huge hire here too. And then we had our third guy. So another big hire for the Washington Commanders. The Commanders also added Dwaune James as national scout. Jones was most recently assistant director of college scouting for the Falcons, which the Falcons have drafted well the last couple of years as well. This draft wasn't as hot as the other three drafts they had, but still solid draft nonetheless. But he's also served with the Ravens, looking another former staff member for the Ravens and Saints. He's been a part of teams that drafted Michael Thomas, Lamar Jackson, and more. These are huge gets, man. These are huge gets for the Commanders. This is a dub. I don't care what no one says. This is a dub for the Commanders. I love these pickups for the Commanders in the front office, and I think it will help them in the long run. Drafting players when it comes to Jones, salary cap management with I forgot to pronounce his last name. Sorry, he's again Sosna, and also Blackburn when it comes to player personnel. So I think these are huge gets replacing these guys. Only guy that need to replace now is Martin Mayhew, which I don't think he's going to do just because Adam Peterson and Martin Mayhew is so cool. But as long as he's out the way and just kind of just staying, just doing the minimum, I guess it's fine. But these are huge get if you're a Washington Commanders fan. These are really, 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 really good foundational pieces for your front office. I think we just had our first foundational draft for the new era. Now we have our front office for next year and on. You think you think that this draft was good? I think the next draft will be better. Now we got more guys on staff that will relate to Adam Peters, guys that he plucked, guys that he hired, and not scouts that were here last year that weren't the best in the world. So this is huge, man. This is huge for the Commanders. I love this for Washington, and I think this is going to be these hires are going to really help us going forward to start winning ball games and getting back to relevancy quickly. As soon as next year, maybe even this year, we might do some things that show some flashes with our new rookie quarterback in Jaden Daniels, a new dog at receiver in Luke McCaffrey. I love the Ben Sinnott pick. Mike Samuels's a dog. I don't care what no one says. He's going to be the best slot corner in the NFL. Mark my words when you hear this. Mike Samuelstil is going to be the best slot corner in the NFL in 2 years. Give it 2 years. He will be the best slot corner in the league. Brandon Coleman should be our starting left tackle, or at least right tackle bare minimum. And then you got a guy like Jordan McGee who's going to learn behind Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu and really start to know what this NFL thing is and understand how to be a professional, how to work, how to better yourself as a football player, all that type of stuff he will learn. So hopefully this foundational draft will turn to more foundational drafts as time. And some of the layovers from the old staff. I think Emmanuel Force could be better. I I love Jahan Dotson. Y'all know that. I love Han. So I think Han's going to be really good this year. Brian Robinson, another holdover. I think he's going to have a nice career here in Washington as time gets along, and he continues to get better and better year after year. Became a better pass catcher this year, things of that nature. So uh, the layovers that are good from the old regime, plus the new guys they're bringing in, plus the front office. This is going to be a different organization going forward. And I think we're going to start winning. I think we're going to start winning as soon as 2024. I really believe that. Now, we're going to make the playoffs? Probably freaking not. No. But can we win 8 games? Be a couple team we're supposed to beat, make some noise, be a nice spoiler at the end of the season, send one of these teams home and that was supposed to make the playoffs? Yeah. Why can't we? If in 2025, hey man, sky's the limit after that. So that's gonna do it for today's video. I love these hires, along with the draft and the offseason. Once again, a great masterclass by Adam Peters. And I think it's something going forward that will really help this organization get back to prominence and get back to true relevancy. So like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so. Also, turn on post notifications so you always catch a Protest Sports video at the PSN Commands Network. Also, subscribe to Life of Tone channel for vlogs, story times, and reaction videos. I'm doing a lot of stuff over there. I have a clothing haul on the way. as well. I have a couple of vlogs I'm about to drop. So go watch those. And I catch y'all next one, man. Till next time, peace. Love.